I'm on my second ride here on my new YT Izzo. Let's check it out, see how it does on jumps. I already know the bike climbs super well. I took it out a couple days ago. Got a whole bunch of PRs on things that I never thought I'd be able to PR again. By actually a mile or two per hour faster. And I'm excited to see how the bike does on the downhills and on the jumps especially. So here we go. Oh, some crappy shifting. Not my part, not the bike's part. Woo. Really poppy. Rolls really fast. Down to flat, even though I don't want to. Got everything stock on this bike right now, except for I've set it up tubeless. Really liking how it feels. Oh. Back uphill. The thing I love about this bike is the rear lockout. It's got this little button on the left. We call it beast mode. It completely locks out the rear shock, which makes the climbs a lot of fun. And I guess I have to say, I really like that. It jumps pretty well. It's actually quite a poppy bike, a really responsive bike. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Might need to fix the rebound, slow it down a little bit. But other than that, I really loved it. It was awesome. Okay, what I wanted to check out this time is, I saw in one of the reviews that the rear tire would rub on the chainstay. I've only seen it in one review. Every other person that I've seen talk about this bike hasn't talked about any rubbing. There's a couple big supportive berms on this line I'm going to do right now. I'm going to try to hit them as hard as I can and see what happens. How dry things are, but let's see how they go. Not sure I want to hit these because of the cross ends. We'll see how it goes. That's alright. It's alright. Riding pretty well on this stuff. Well, I'm used to on that drop, but still did great. Fun bike. I like it. Okay, I'm going to do one last ride before I finish this video. I wanted to talk about just a couple pros and cons. First, I'll talk about 4 cons, 4 things that I just don't really love, but I think they're also all pretty superficial and mostly fixable. So the first one is the rotor came bent. I reached out to YT. I think they're going to send me a new rotor. I think that one's sort of going to resolve pretty quickly. So not a big deal. Second one, the water bottle. I got the biggest size Fidlock water bottle. It kind of rubs against my my spare tube. I've ordered an extra water bottle from YT that's just a little bit smaller, so that should sort of resolve over time, not be a big deal. One thing I read in the reviews is right here, the frame is just kind of abrupt. And I read about people whacking their knees, and I actually whacked my knee my first ride and have a bruise on my knee right now. So I probably wouldn't have even said anything, except for I've seen that in other reviews. The last con is all the YT bikes come with bundles of wires on the front. I guess you can cut that off, but it's just kind of a pain to work with. In my mind though, the pros of this bike totally outweigh the cons. I was going on rides with buddies and I was getting dropped on longer uphill rides. I was riding an SB 150, and as soon as I hopped onto this bike, I just couldn't believe how much extra oomph it gave me on the climbs. I climbed this route. I did it first last Thursday on my SB 150, and then I did it Friday on this bike. It's the same distance both days. I was about 2 miles per hour faster on this bike. I'm 190 pounds. I never get uphill in the top 10, and I got in the top 10 for probably my first time ever on a 30-minute, 1,000-foot climb. And it just feels really great climbing. I finished the whole ride about 10 minutes faster, it seems like 10 or 15 minutes faster, just because I have a faster bike. My heart rate on those two rides, same bike, was almost identical. 159 one day, 157 the other day. Zone 4, 59 minutes one day and 59 minutes the other day. So it's almost identical how hard I worked. But this bike just got me finished faster. And I love it. That's what I got the bike for. That's why I haven't been upgrading the fork to longer travel fork. I don't want a Jeff C. I want an Izzo that's 130 in the front, 130 in the back, and can be locked out, and I've really liked it. And so go ahead and do the last just sort of regular mountain bike trail, downhill trail. It's a little flowy, fast and fun, and then we'll call it a day. Responsive. It really picks up speed when I want it to pick up speed. I like that a lot. It's a little chattery compared to my SB 150, and that's, I think, a little bit expected. Fast rolling. I've got the Forecaster tires on it still, which I love. Almost everybody that I've seen that has this bike has upgraded the tires, but I wanted an aggressive cross-country tire, and I think that's what this is. It does well on loose over hard, which is what I ride. So I think the Forecaster's been awesome. They're so light. Last thing I wanted is another heavy wheel set, and I've got carbon rims, got light tires. And I got my first wreck. Ow! Ooh. Oh! See how she held up? Dang, well, you gotta break her in sometime. Oh, this is me being stupid trying to bunny hop something that I could have ridden around. Got some scraped up knees now. Let's see if I can finish the ride. Ah. Oh. Oh, we got some funny stuff going on here. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits because I wrecked up my grip shift. So anyways, that was fun while it lasted. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Okay, so I had a crash. I tried to cut a corner that I shouldn't have tried to cut. Tried to bunny hop over the corner, and I ended up crashing. I've done that run 105 times, and I've probably crashed 3 times, and that wasn't the worst, thankfully, but it didn't do any damage to my bike at all. You saw that I fell in a bunch of rocks. I've been checking out my bike and I couldn't see any scratches anywhere on the carbon or on the wheels. What it did do is it dinged up my grip a little bit. I'm gonna have to push the grip back on, but it looks like it's still all gonna be functional. And I might have bent my derailleur hanger, but it really was a hard crash. You can see it dinged up my knees pretty good. It also got my shoulder pretty good. So ride carefully. But at least I've worn my bike in. I don't have to worry about my first crash anymore. She's ready to go. It would have been nice to have put some Invisiframe material over it, but I guess I still have a chance to do that because there's no scratches on the carbon. One of the problems with getting a brand new model of a bike is Invisiframe. They haven't made the fit for the extra large model yet. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. But that's my YT Izzo review. I love the bike, even with the crash. It's a beautiful, beautiful bike. Climbs amazingly, descends well, and you still can't do stupid stuff on it or else you'll get hurt. So hope you can get one soon also, and that's all.